good old break fast in real quick, you know. It's the most important part of the day. Sitting here chopping some game with y'all and stuff, man, about health. And, man, I'm inspired, man. I'm inspired.
Getting ready to go hit this conference, but you know we got to get our energy levels up. The reason I'm even working with Walk With Me Impact and working with Mr. Armand King is I want to be able to have a positive impact on our youth, and not only our youth, but I want to help the facilitators, the administration people, the teachers, the counselors. I want to let them know that sometimes our youth are not bad youth. Sometimes our youth are just experiencing things that they don't know how to express. You know, they're experiencing issues and troubles that may hinder them in other areas of life. Because I know when I was going to school, I was considered a bad kid, you know, an at-risk youth. But my teachers and my counselors, they never asked me what's going on. They didn't know that I was facing housing insecurity. They didn't know that on my way out the door, leaving the house, that I was seeing drugs and alcohol. They didn't know that whether or not I ate that night before or anything like that, if I had some clean clothes to wear. And all of those were issues I was facing on a daily, you know, so I ended up acting them out in school or in class with the teachers, with the counselors. So, you know, we want to give a perspective shift not only to our youth, but to the teachers and the administrators as well.
And you got my guy over here making it all happen. Yes, sir. All right, we headed to Walmart.
Okay.
You can squeeze in if you want to.
Let's do it. If I can squeeze it,
If you can squeeze, you can squeeze. Come on.
Looking forward to going to the Elect Conference for my second year in a row. Last time that I went, I was the keynote speaker. This time I'm hosting a workshop, and I know how valuable this conference is, so I want to go there and take over. I'll bring it. That's why I'm bringing the troops. I know these are educators from all over Pennsylvania are about to be in here.
Man, all the way in Lancaster right here getting our Starbucks on, you know what I mean? So, today's gonna be an awesome day, right? We're getting it, you know, not only is it inspirational for us as a team, we're gonna go in there and drop so many jewels on people. Make it your goal. Like everybody you meet, are you adding value? Think about that. Am I adding value to this conversation? Even among not just the people, but each other. So, you know, we can be caught up in frivolous conversation, which is cool and fun at times, but make sure when y'all talk to each other, before you walk away, did I add anything of value? It ain't gotta be extensive. You don't need no whole MLK speech, but did I tell bro, hey man, you sharp, you know what I mean? Hey man, make sure you know something uplifting. Channel your inner Jonas, okay? That's what he do. Channel that, bring that out. So cold.
So what's going on, Big Car, Big Lean? Getting ready to get this started. Gonna get in the game. Ready, challenging, beaming.
My name is Jonas Royster. I'm the co-founder and the CEO of Hood Proverbs. What is Hood Proverbs? Hood Proverbs is an organization, right? A for-profit business that writes curriculum for those individuals that are formerly and currently incarcerated. We typically work on character development, leadership, and emotional intelligence. And the reason why that's so important for myself is because I was formerly incarcerated. I remember coming home and I didn't have much, let alone, I'm talking about resources, let alone did I have much of my mind, right? I didn't understand what I was doing and how it was more habituary, right? Or it was a habit. And so what I understood, it was a gap. And the gap was, how do I have conversation with people that lived a life similar to mine? And I did that through writing books. And through those books, I was able to have a language that we can all combine and talk about so that we can get to where we need to get to.
It's a lot of work that needs to be done, right? There's a lot of folks who don't necessarily get the support that they need, especially different stakeholders, community partnerships, and organizations, right? And, you know, San Diego, we a little bit different. We got a lot of different individuals in position. Our local government and our city structure is a little bit different. So for us to be able to go out and just give somebody some game, be able to give them an opportunity to see people who look like them who come from the same experiences and backgrounds as them, doing great things in the community. That's what we need to do. We basically plant the seeds and letting people know that the game is real, life is real. You can make a transition, you can change your life, or you can get to wherever you want to get to in life. So it's important for them just to see what it looks like, right?
Yeah, we're glad and lucky and honored to be here. I appreciate it. Some familiar faces around from last year. That makes it even, make me feel even better, because you could have said, oh, him, I'm going to the other room. And you did it. You came here. How many people in here work directly in the schools? In schools or for schools?
I'm just doing all this, man, because I went through all this so the next person don't have to go through all this, you know what I mean? I got kids and I just want them to know, like, be okay with who you are. You don't have to follow any type of culture. You don't have to try to follow any type of lifestyle that you don't want to have to follow. Like, it's okay to be yourself. And I want to use my experiences walking down paths that I shouldn't have been walking down, trying to be somebody who I wasn't, to reach out to that person and let them know it's okay to be them. That's where I'm going.
I was sitting on that porch. I ain't have no hope. Well, I run into these streets. I run back to my folks. Mama kicking dope. My pops have been in the system. Stepdad abusive and he using. Plus he always tripping. Got a void up in my life with nothing to fill it. My intervention was a diagnosis and hella prescriptions. All I needed was love, had nobody to give it. So I ran with the thugs and hung out in the trenches. I was so ignorant. Used to steal from stores, but now I'm out here really jacking victims. I'm moving so senseless. I don't want to go to school. I'd rather graduate to riches. Look, I need some supervision. Instead, I'm out here motivated by fly whips and diamonds that's glistening. And now I'm off to prison, third generation in the system. It ain't nothing different. Like I said, my name is Vincent. This picture right here is me 20 years ago, 14 years old. I know you guys are probably like, did he have brain surgery or something? That's actually a haircut design. Right. That's actually a haircut design. I was 14. I wasn't no gang member. I didn't get into anything yet. That's actually a hair design. People in San Diego, and it affiliates with a certain gang that at that point in time I strived to be part of, which I shouldn't have, but that was me 20 years ago. And I'm going to kick it off to the rest of it. Thank you, everybody, for listening.
And then it wasn't just like one day I just woke up and was like, I'm out of the streets. I'm not about to live this life no more. You know what I mean? It was like, having a daughter for sure. The lifestyle I live, I couldn't live that lifestyle no more with a daughter around me. Also having a son that's autistic, and me just having to, I already went to jail with him while he's alive multiple times. So like, I feel like I was letting my kids down. So my kids was always the first thing to make me want to change, right? Then, things happen where I got shot. I've been stabbed. I got shot. I've been through these traumatic events. I've been to jail. I've been to prison. All these things happen. Then I lose homies to gun violence, lose homies to overdoses. All this is all accumulating and all happening day by day, year by year, year by year.
All right, before we continue, so I'm going to explain Operation Get Off Your Cheeks. So we can keep this federal funding.
a different kind of background. When you learn from other people who have been through the situation and you take what they have to give you, you live from experiences, you live from traumas, and you have the choice to change. And this is a perfect example of that.
It was amazing. 10 out of 10. I would actually give it more, but it brought me to tears, so worth every moment.
The session was very good. It was awesome to hear stories and to know that there's hope. And to know that the seeds that we plant, even though we don't see the results, to know that the seeds are being done, that growth is happening, and that sometimes we're the seed, and to let the students pour into us.
It was amazing. I've learned a lot. I'm definitely still reflecting on it, and it's just been a great experience for me. I loved it. I loved everything about it.
Absolutely amazing, absolutely powerful presentation from those who have lived the experience. This presentation is a must-see. It is a must experience. Absolutely dynamic. I actually was on one of those breaks for conferences, needing a break from work. And I came to this conference to get that break. But I am really leaving invigorated by Mr. King. I almost forgot his name. We had the same name. By Mr. King and his colleagues' presentation. If you have not seen this presentation and experienced it, you want to follow him at his Instagram, his LinkedIn, his Facebook, his website, all of that. I don't know them by heart, but thank you very much, Mr. King and his colleagues, for a great presentation.
Yes.
Bye-bye.